This is something I've been telling as a fun fact to a lot of people, but did you guys know that ravens are the godfathers of wolf cubs? And also a partner of wolves to begin with, because not only do they occasionally play around with the wolf cubs, but they also give signs to where there was an animal that's like weak enough to not escape or dead, so that the wolves have food, and the wolves leave a bit of scrap over so the ravens can eat as well. They have a very tight bond, and I'm a big wolf fan. I love wolves. So when I heard this, I thought, first of all, it's perfect Norse mythology. Well, not really, because Fenrir the wolf and Odin the Allfather, who's the raven is like an connected bird. They might not be the best friends, but it's definitely sounds like something from a myth, and I think it's really cool. Let's see if Wallaby wannabes can keep up with that cool fact. I love doing these random intros because they really make the segue into the SCPs really weird. But that's why I love doing them. Euclid. Currently, the only known population of SCP-1515 is being kept in Nature Reserve 12, an extended territory of Site 32, located 39 kilometers 24 miles east of Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia. Any instances of SCP-1515 discovered outside of NR12's perimeter are to be exterminated. A version of SCP-027 the Vermin God. Oh boy, which one is this? It's a phenomenon that affects one person, causing vermin to swarm them. Ah, yeah. A version of SCP-027 is currently under development to assist in containment of captive instances. SCP-1515 is a rodent seemingly related to Bedetze capensis, the spring hare. SCP-1515 differs slightly in physiology, possessing sharper, longer claws than the spring hare and larger teeth. SCP-1515 also displays behavior inconsistent with the spring hare as detailed below. Upon encountering another placental mammal in the first trimester of pregnancy, SCP-1515 will begin to viciously attack the subject, using its large teeth to sever the spine through the back of the neck, causing paralysis in the victim. The paralysis of the subject as opposed to the severance of the jugular vein is suspected to be behavioral adaptation, so the blood flow may continue to the fetus. Or the foetus. It's the foetus! SCP-1515 generally approaches in packs of 5, which will crowd around the target before one instance emits a loud chirping, which signals the beginning of the process of disabling and extraction. Second, boys! SCP-1515 will then perform a procedure similar to a cesarean section using its long claws, wherein it will remove the foetus, I'm going to call it the foetus, not the fetus, from the mother's womb and place it in its expanding cheeks. SCP-1515 will then gnaw off the skin of the still living mother into thick sheets, which is sews together through the use of sharpened bones and sinew, again from the mother. Once the patches of skin have been sewn into the pouch, SCP-1515 will stitch the edges of the pouch against its abdomen. SCP-1515 will then place the foetus in its pouch and leave the area. SCP-1515 has been known to share the foetus amongst the group once it has been extracted. This behavior is consistent among males and females and take an average of 3 hours to complete. This procedure does not appear to fulfill any evolutionary purpose and is detrimental to SCP-1515's survival. The reasons for this behavior are unknown, and are the reasons for SCP-1515's anomalous classification being in direct contradiction with evolutionary theory. The foetus has invariably died from this procedure. SCP-1515 will leave the rotting foetus in its pouch until it and the pouch have completely decayed. SCP-1515 has been known to die from severe infection because of this. In the case that there is not a sufficient amount of organic matter in the foetus available to all members of SCP-1515 to share, brief or long and ritualized fights are carried out amongst them. Instances of SCP-1515 hunting in pairs do not usually initiate this behavior. Instead, each instance of SCP-1515 will grab the photos by one end and begin to pull until it's either split or emancipated from a respective SCP-1515 instance. First instance of SCP-1515 were discovered in small colonies near Alice Springs, an area not usually inhabited by the spring hare, a native of southern Africa. SCP-1515 reproduces normally. The moment I read that, I had flashback to ReZero, because I just finished that recently, the second season. I finished the second season recently, and there were a bunch of fucking bunnies or hares. So actually, I think it's bunnies, yeah. And yeah, they were not pleasant. They were definitely not. They look cool. They look cool, but what they do is not pleasant. Not pleasant.